10 back.
Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids. Today we got green. Really cool, eh? But we actually have Barks out on the lanes testing out the new track Paragon Pearl. Now this ball looks really good visually, but let's talk about what it actually is. This ball has the iCore 3.0 core, as well as the HK22 QR11 Pearl cover stock. This QR11 Pearl cover stock is also in the Paragon Hybrid. However, this one does not have HK22 and this one does, so I think I'm gonna like this one more too. If you haven't seen the review for the Paragon Hybrid, we got our buddy Mitch Hoope all the way from Winnipeg, Manitoba, come all the way here to Richmond to film this review, so if you haven't checked it, look right up here. And fun fact, Barks drilled this one fresh just for this review, so make sure you give a thumbs up for that. Also here today we have the Stealth Pearl. This ball has the HK22 base cover stock. However, it's a symmetric core when these two are asymmetric. Expectations for this ball, this is a Pearl asim, so it's gonna go pretty far down the lane before it starts to make a nice sharp turn. It's gonna be a bit later and sharper than the Paragon Hybrid. And compared to the Stealth Pearl, this ball is gonna have a little bit more hook overall, but still share a very similar shape. Today we're bowling on Dead Man's Curve, 43 feet, 3-to-1 ratio. It's pretty tough, it's a sport shot. So we're gonna see what Barks can do, hopefully throw a lot of strikes with these balls, and see which one's gonna look the best on this condition. So before we send it out to Barks on the lanes, he'll talk a little bit more about this later, but look at this design. Stupid ball return, I love it. This is gonna be available on our new website, jrproshop.threadless.com. Here you can customize different t-shirts with all of our designs, phone cases, hoodies, and so much more. All right, enough in here. Let's send it out to Barks on the lanes.
Hey guys, Barks is back again. We got the brand new Paragon Pearl from Track. So I got an asymmetric Pearl here. We're on 43-foot Dead Man's Curve. Now if you watched the previous video, you saw Goots get way left with a lot of surface and torch the front part of the lane. This is a problem that as a lefty you run into a lot, especially on long patterns. So the front part of the lane starts to go away, and this is where a ball like this might come into play. All right, I'm gonna have to start further right than I normally would on a long pattern. So I am standing on 27. Still gotta get this out to about 8-9 down lane. Close. Ooh, it's never easy here, hey? A lot of stone 8s around here. Well, for a first pitch, that's pretty good. I hit the pocket. I'm not sure what the adjustment is off of that. I guess move maybe one more right. Get up. There we go. All right, so we are exactly where we want to be on this pattern, especially when it's broken down like this in the front. You can see a ball like that, really clean through the front. That's that HK22 cover stock, getting through the front part of the lane and retaining a lot of energy for further down lane. One more with this and then change. That last shot still kind of ran over the 9 pin a bit, so I can probably move one more. I'll make it. All right, a little 6-8 action there late. So I'm gonna make a little ball change. Let's go to the previous ball in this lineup, the Paragon Hybrid. This ball is pretty fresh. I didn't get to do the review on this one. It was actually our buddy Mitch in Winnipeg who came out, do a bunch of videos for us when this came out last year. So I drilled this one today. So it's about as fresh as it's gonna be. Let's stand in that same spot, see what the difference in ball motion is. In a little bit. I missed a little bit in on that one. But you can see how much earlier that wants to get into a roll compared to the Pearl. Doesn't come quite as shiny as well, so that makes a bit of a difference in ball motion. HK22 was not a thing when this came out, so these are always gonna be a little bit earlier rolling compared to the HK22 counterparts. That's close. Yeah, that wants to pick up a couple feet sooner and just round the corner a lot more. That ball came out of Bowl Expo last year, And throwing it the demo day there, it wasn't the sharpest ball that I threw. I thought it was going to be really angular down lane. That ball's pretty smooth for a big asymmetric hybrid. It was a good shot there. I think I can move one further right. So another good one with this. A little bit inside. Yeah, touch in, and I paid full penalty there, the 6-pin being left, but can't strike on all of them. Let's make another ball change to a stealth pearl. So cover stock wise, compared to the Paragon Pearl, very equivalent. Obviously symmetric core versus asymmetric core. So let's see what the differences are and how much more a Paragon will hook compared to a stealth pearl. So let's stand in the same place that we struck with the Paragons, both of them. This should get down the lane a little easier. Wow, that was a heck of a lot longer down the lane and probably sharper as well compared to the Paragon. That's a bad break. But these HK22 covers, they come as advertised. If you want down lane motion, they're gonna provide you plenty of it. Oh, that just ran over everything. That was incredible. This ball still wanted to go a little bit high, so I can keep moving right. Look a little. Missed a little bit left there, and you can see it's not quite enough core to really recover and get back to the head pin. Barely makes it, but all right, question time with Barks. In case you guys missed it, we got a brand new merch store at jrproshop.threadless.com. Now we got a bunch of different t-shirt designs, sweaters, anything you can think of, we can make it. So with that being said, we want to get your input. Is there an idea that we haven't created yet that you want to see? Let us know all your best ideas down in the comments. Let's try the Paragon Pearl in the same spot and see if that ball picks up a little bit more and corners a little bit harder. I mean, we're gonna strike on the good ones, but how do we maximize our miss room on the bad ones? That's what we're really looking for here on these longer patterns. Oh, get down the lane. Yeah. All right, pretty good shot there. I do want to get it a little bit further left. I want to see how it recovers if I miss a hair left. Got my brand new Purple Hammer chamois. If you want the same one, go to shop.boofabowling.com and use the promo code JungoBarks. A little bit left. Oh, see, that rolled those over. Just a little bit more recovery. That's just a bigger engine inside that wants to keep it going. I say we pack one here and let's send it back and wrap it up in the shop. Get up. All right, one more. Maybe we can carry 10 this time. That was unfortunate. See, there it is. Just gotta send them all 10 back. Let's send it back to the shop. All right, I'm back from the lanes. Let's talk a little bit more about the Paragon Pearl. As expected, a little bit cleaner and a little bit more responsive to friction compared to the hybrid version of the ball. I think the biggest factor in that is the difference in the base cover stocks. Obviously, with the same additives, you expect very similar results, but with the different base, especially with the HK22 cover stock here, you can definitely see it wants to change direction a lot harder. And we saw that as well with the Stealth Pearl here. Both of these are very responsive when they see friction, really want to turn the corner and go sideways. You can see a much smoother shape out of the Paragon Hybrid, and when we compare these against the Paragon Hybrid, you saw a much smoother shape, and that really shows the difference in what the base cover stocks do. Comparing these two side by side, a similar amount of hook, the shape was a little bit different. You can see a lot more mid-lane, and that's just due to the difference in core. Asymmetric cores are always gonna hook a little bit more and change direction a little bit harder. Symmetric core, like in the Stealth Pearl here, a little bit further down the lane, and a little bit quicker down lane, in my opinion. So now myself personally, I tend to gravitate towards the solid cover stocks. So these are a little bit out of my wheelhouse, but it's always good to have a ball like this just in case you get into those longer oil conditions where the solids may hook too early, run out of gas, you flat 7, or if you're right-handed, flat 10. You still need a ball like this in your bag to get you down the lane and to change direction a little bit harder. All right, thank you for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for our next video. In a little bit. Yeah.